It's the AJ and McCall show.
After the show!
You remember today.
You did remember. I'm so proud of you for remembering.
I appreciate the enthusiasm.
Good job,
very
enthusiasm. You did a jump up and a yeah
And
to
then I
say
was
we were
like-
going.
Then I was like, oh, my back.
Oh, right.
I'm old.
I would legitimately feel like I would laugh at first because I thought you were joking, and then when you were in a crumpled mass on the floor, I'd be
You're
like, oh.
Whoopsies.
Somebody help Butters!
Shouldn't have done that.
He's broken!
He's broken. He needs the help.
Thankfully, it didn't hurt that bad, so.
I would just use it as an excuse to
I'm very
take
glad.
Marvin's keys and drive his truck. Be like, I gotta get him to the hospital. He's gotta lay down flat.
Gotta do a zoom zoom. Then we'd rip roar all over the place.
FYI, I'm gonna be punching reds the whole way.
Punching reds.
You gotta use the lingo. You gotta express emergency.
I wasn't sure.
You can't say I'm gonna be running stoplights. That makes me a hooligan. If you say
then-
punching reds, it sounds
And
more
then just
official.
fly right into that hospital.
Yeah, right. Just
Slide up into it.
skirt skirt all the way
This
into
man
the
has
hospital.
a back emergency.
But I can't.
And I'm over in the back going, I don't have insurance, no.
No, take me to the hospital. Take me to the vet.
Does anyone know a doctor who works with people who aren't insured?
Nope.
Bad news, British Butters. We're going to Mexico.
Dang it.
That might be fun. Be like an adventure.
Yeah.
You're allowed to travel out of country, right? You can get
Yeah.
down there. It'll be
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
Totally. We'll go on an adventure. It'll be awesome. It'll be so good.
Yeah.
Oh, so good. Brum, brum. So good.
I'm pretty sure they'll
Brum.
make a movie after this, but I'm pretty sure one of us has to die for the movie to be interesting.
That's a lot,
We can
bro.
pretend.
We can pretend. Sorry, AJ didn't make it back.
Oh, I don't know what happened. I'm sorry.
British Butters' back feels better,
I
though.
don't think we'd make it back.
No.
My passport expired, so I definitely
Oh,
won't. I
dang.
haven't got mine renewed yet.
I
Not had any reason to go anywhere.
I don't know when my passport expires.
I don't have one.
But I want you to know, I would risk
December,
it.
maybe?
I would risk it to.
We'd
When
have
did
to
you
go
get
to-
it?
Like 4 or 5 years ago.
They should be good for 10.
Oh, okay. Then I'm good.
Yeah.
Never mind.
I would risk it, Producer Butters, to fix your back.
What
He's-
about Canada? Let's just go to
Canada?
We go that way too. It's actually probably closer.
Yeah. I mean, we're
Closer.
in Utah.
Weather's not as nice.
No.
It's free.
I mean, if you're
If you're a
Canadian,
citizen, I believe.
we live in Utah. Remember that part where I just said that? We're still in Utah.
We're American,
American.
Right.
but I felt like there was a but.
I know. Where's the butt?
Pretty sure in Mexico, it's first come first serve. They'll
Yeah.
take all comers.
But
Yeah.
they still want money.
Well, yeah, of course.
Yeah, but pesos, so that's like nothing.
I have nothing.
Well,
Perfect.
perfect. It works out.
Even better.
The whole idea was to save you some money, and in this case, pesos. You're golden. So speaking of ideas that definitely aren't going to work,
Oh, great.
someone decided to hit on my girlfriend this weekend.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, and it sounded a little something like this.
And we get a little bit further up, and I see keys on the ground. And they were the only ones that just walked past us. I'm like, oh, they must be theirs. So I pick the keys up, and I run after them. And I'm like, excuse me, excuse me, excuse me. And I try to get their attention, and they're just not having it. And I'm, like, right next to them, back in the store behind them. And I'm like, excuse me, are these your keys? And they, like, the guy comes around, he's like, oh, yeah. And he's like, I drop them on purpose so the girls will chase after me.
Are you
And then he
kidding?
took them and he walked away. And I was like, okay. I did not know what to say. Oh, I was like,
That's sad.
It's
That's
bad.
ridiculous.
It's really bad.
I mean, honestly, you kind of feel bad for the guy because it's like, aw, that's really sad that you got to rely on that you don't think that people think you're that attractive.
or interesting.
Like, really? Because if you feel like you got to drop keys for people to be like, hey, maybe pay some attention to me, it's like, aw, sir, have you been on social media? Like, you can get attention that way. It's very simple. I swear it is.
Now, be honest, Producer Butters, that would have worked on you, wouldn't have?
Oh, yeah.
All right, well, how about this one? Because we got a phone call we didn't get to air during the show from Brad.
Oh, good.
See
Here
if
we go.
this one works for you.
Hey, I'm Brad. Those are nice shoes. Can I get your number? Or like, damn, girl, you remind me of a campfire because you're hot. I want some more. Then you make them laugh.
Yeah,
Then
yeah.
they're like, oh, you're a funny guy. Then it works better. So it's Same thing. It's just a different delivery.
Yeah.
Just answer this question for me, Brad. Have you, one, used that pickup line? Two, did it work? I just want to know. Just yes
Hell
or no?
yes, and yes, it did.
Okay. Just want to make sure.
The eye roll producer Butters gave is the most ridiculous thing I've ever
Not feeling
seen.
it.
Honestly, hi, are you a campfire because you're hot and I want some more is like...
I think if somebody came up to me and said that, I wouldn't know how to take it. I'd just be like, haha, you're
What?
funny. And then I'd leave.
Ah, buddy. You do a little like arm punch, like
Finger pistols.
honestly,
Yeah.
awkward finger pistols it is because that is like, hey, yeah.
Oh,
I don't know. I don't know that pickup lines even actually work. You know,
I think the idea is generally to have something clever enough or funny enough that it
Right.
just breaks the tension so that you can start the conversation.
yeah, but like I don't know. Yeah. Clever is important, okay? You want to know what else is important? Authenticity, genuineness. Maybe some conversation like, hey, girl, your hair's nice. Or, hey, I really think that your shoes are cool. Or something like break the ice that way. You don't have to break the ice like, hey, here's this generic line that I can't come up with anything more creative. So, ha, 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 ha. Hi.
But I think
No.
you set the I can't remember the
You
word.
set the precedent
I'm
of
gonna
I'm a
Bar-
D-bag.
You set the bar up way too high at that point because now you got to be funny all the time.
I disagree with
I
that.
don't think it's funny at all.
I disagree with that.
I think it's. I
and
think
I
it's,
disagree with McCall because the idea is also, I think, for a pickup line is also to be unique because there's plenty of stories of a pickup line that is unique that at least leaves an impression.
Sure.
I think genuineness is important, but the idea of a pickup line, I think, is to lower the defenses by not being serious. I respect what you say about genuineness. I think it's very important in a lot of aspects of life, but I do not think girls specifically respond to guys who walk up and say, your hair is very nice.
As a girl, I will say, if you hit me with the pickup line, I will hit you with the "don't ever talk to me again."
That's fine.
True story.
It's not.
How did
nothing
you?
works
How
for
did you
everyone.
start? How did you start having a conversation with Ashley? Hey, your tattoo's cool, right?
Yes, but
Yes.
it wasn't intended as a pickup line. It was just a genuine compliment as I was
Oh.
at a public event.
Oh, so genuine compliments work. Weird.
No.
Yes.
No, they don't because you're leaving out. You do this every time. You leave out the rest of the story.
The rest of the story is that then you had a conversation with her,
The
right?
rest of the story is that I was not expressing interest, and then she hit me up, and then that's when the precedent was set. I was not doing anything except being nice to yet another listener at the event. I'm not saying nice things at Weenie Wednesday, expecting all of them to hit me up and be like, hey, you want to get dinner sometime? No!
See, and that's the point. The genuineness that comes forward is what is attractive to women. The genuineness that comes forward is what is attractive to people. One case of a relationship that he's been in for over 3 years.
Yeah, one case does not prove the rule. The
Oh.
saying is once is coincidence, twice is happenstance, 3 times is a pattern.
I'm telling you, if somebody hits me up with any sort of a pickup line, that is the end of the conversation.
That's fine. I did not say it would work on everyone.
So does women use pickup lines on men?
I think it's less common, but yes.
Yeah. Pickup lines don't work. They don't.
Disagree wholeheartedly.
Y'all let us know if you think pickup lines work or not, because I'm telling you right now, pickup lines are bottom of the barrel trying to pick somebody up. True story. I hate them. I think they're stupid, and I feel like there are way more ways to be able to actually make a connection with somebody. If you want to make a connection with somebody. If you're using a pickup line, it's because you want to hook up with them.
That is just factually incorrect. You're making so many conclusions with no.
I am making conclusions with my situations I have been in.
Okay, then you say
So
that's
you
true
can't
to
say-
you, but that doesn't mean it's true to
I'm
everyone.
sorry. My statements I'm making are only true to me and through my own experience, period, end of story. I can't say that pickup lines will work for every single person. I can't say that pickup lines will not work for every single person. I think that pickup lines suck, and I don't think that they work.
So we talked about the call of the void today because we had mentioned this before, and producer Butters was kind of shocked by it, and he asked us again today, what does that mean? So I think Ellie explained it really well, so here's what the explanation is.
Is that like jumping over the cliff type thing where you feel that like
Yeah!
urge to jump over the cliff?
And
Do
it's
you
like your body's like, what if we just ripped the steering wheel to the right now.
Yeah,
And we just
right
went
off.
off of a
Yeah.
cliff. And it's like, why would you even think that?
Oh, my brain does it all the time.
Oh,
Especially
same.
up in the wind cave.
Yeah, me too. And it's like, so like, what if, I don't know, what if like all of a sudden this side just like gave out? Like, self.
It's terrifying that my brain just goes, you could. And I'm just like, whoa, where'd that come from?
It's like, no, I don't want to.
to.
Why you say that, brain?
What we found is a lot more people maybe don't know what the name is, but experience than they want to admit. A lot of people have those random thoughts. The one that gets me all the time is my mind will wander sometimes when I'm in a conversation. I'm like, what if I just punch this person in the face?
Happens. It does happen. Only every once in a
Obviously,
while.
I just turned around and just left.
You don't
What if I just
follow
walked
through
out?
with that. That one I think is less call to void, and that one's just more like, okay, this is stupid.
if
I'm
I
just
just-
going to leave.
What if I just yell?
What if I was just like, hey! Hey, everybody!
I'll just tell this person they're stupid and leave.
Ugh.
That one I think is more your cynical side blending with
Oh, yeah.
call. That's like call of the cynic. It's like somewhere in the middle.
Yeah, it's like,
Your
this is what I
examples are
need
more
to be.
somewhere in the middle. And call of the void is I think like, what if I just jump off this cliff right now?
Yeah, those are more like,
What if
that's
I
more
just lean and
dangerous.
just woo, gone.
Whoopsie doopsie.
Yeah, I've never had those thoughts.
That's
Not
crazy
one?
to me.
Hmm.
You know, I don't know that Dustin has either.
I mean, I've
I
had
gotta
thoughts
ask him
of
and
like
see.
in like the wind caves, like he was just talking about. Like, what if there's an earthquake and all of a sudden all this just crushes down?
See, that I
Done.
think's different because for the
Gone.
debate at 8, we started with what if, and that's not so much. I think the difference of call of the void is more self-harm, self-inflicted. That's just more somewhere in the lines of paranoia, I think. Because somebody shared a story that we had for the debate today that they run, and they're like, what if the wind blows really hard and this tree snaps and it falls on me?
Yeah.
It is more paranoia or just anxiety maybe in general.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I would not call that call of the void. Not that I'm an
No.
expert, but I would not call that. Call of the void would be like, what if I just...
It's like in your hands
what if
rather
I
than
just-
in.
Instead of reversing it, like just hit the gas and drive through the building right now?
Right.
What if I just do that?
I wonder, like, how much basis that
How far
plays.
would I get back in the building?
Yeah, right.
That's
If
called-
I just romp on it, I wonder if it's just based off of like situations and scenarios that we've been in, like in movies, TV shows, etc., that we have seen.
Probably plays a factor.
You know?
I would think. I would definitely think it does.
Ellie comments and said, "There's a theory the feeling comes from a past life as an alien species that could fly." So okay, so there's that.
I was on board until the alien part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, lots of updates. Heads up, everybody is saying they do not work.
Wonderful.
For-
Continue to vote
for
on
pickup
the Facebook
lines.
Live Utah's VFX.
Yes.
So then the last thing is McCall's talking about Mercury being in retrograde. Now, one of the things about it is that your dreams are going to be more vivid and strongly hinted at it's a good time to keep a dream journal because it may be an experience way different than times before. And my question is, would anyone actually do it? I understand the concept, not against the concept. Now, I'm just curious,
Right.
would or has anyone ever done it?
No.
I did
would
for like
like
a
to.
very
See, that's what the litmus test is. I didn't figure you had done it. I was curious if you would.
Right. I did for a very short period of time keep a dream journal. But it's more so for me like points. You know, it's like a point, mountain, point, this, like things that stand out vividly throughout my dreams, I will keep track of because I feel like there is some meaning behind it.
See, my problem is, if I got up or even just looked at my phone to do it,
It'd be gone.
no,
Oh,
I wouldn't be able to fall back asleep.
oh.
The
See-
phone
If I-
one would, the phone one would get me.
Yeah.
If I don't just lay back down, or well, I guess I'm already laying down. If I just don't like close my eyes and go back to sleep, I'm not going to sleep again.
Yeah. A lot
I
of the
hate it.
times, like people will keep like an actual like writing journal just right next to their bed for that kind of thing.
But then you gotta turn on the light to see.
No.
What if you just record it into your phone?
But I
like,
think then you
speak into
gotta
your phone?
turn it back on again. Because for me, usually I don't like.
I don't know.
If I wake up in the middle of the night, it's like I have to go to the bathroom or something usually, and so it's like I will take my phone with me anyway as like a flashlight to go down the stairs, so I don't like down the stairs all the way because I've done that before and that's not fun. I don't enjoy that at all. But if I remember stuff, I will type it in and then I'll have it.
It's like last night I heard a noise.
Uh-oh.
I wasn't
He
sure
heard
what-
in the basement. So we
No,
had to go investigate.
it
We
was
went
a
in the basement.
No, it was like a weird pop noise, and I
Weird.
Like
I've-
what kind of pop? Like a plastic bag?
I'm not
Popcorn?
sure, like maybe like a electronic,
Okay.
like
Like static pop.
yeah, when your
Like when your TV creaks or whatever.
Interesting.
dies or something.
Yeah.
And so
Oh, okay.
you
TV
know,
dies.
like pop, like I
Yeah.
don't know. And I don't know if I
Well-
was awake or if it woke me up,
Yeah.
but it took me 35 minutes to go back to sleep.
Dang.
Man. You should just like have melatonin by the bed.
The
I-
thing
just
is
through
I
the
took
night.
melatonin last night, so
Really? That's crazy.
It's kind of bonkers.
Yeah. See,
but
for-
it makes me drag through the day.
Does
like,
it really?
I am just
Hmm.
like tired,
like
even though I got 8 hours. Well, almost 8 hours of sleep.
Yeah. See, I told Dustin last night, I was like, you know what I'm grateful for? I get to sleep like a rock all the time. Like anytime. Anytime I feel like I want to go to bed, gone.
Yeah, doesn't work for me.
Adam says
Yeah.
it was probably Korean pop. That was probably what the pop was.
Oh,
You know,
okay.
BTS or something.
Dynamite.
Yeah,
See-
totally dynamite. Oh.
I don't know. I don't get it. I don't. If I go to bed before 10 o'clock,
Mhm.
I'm gonna wake up in 2 hours,
Yeah.
and then I won't sleep again.
That's crazy.
Hmm.
Have you tried meditating before? Like actually meditating? Because I can't wait for you to be like, I don't like to meditate or something like that. Because meditating, like I have recently noticed the more that I've been meditating, like in the mornings and stuff, I feel like my day goes better. And I also feel like I sleep way better. Because I just kind of like quiet my brain. And I've kind of like practiced different breathing patterns and stuff like that. Okay, great. You should try it. Basically, that's where I'm going with it.
Sometimes it's like, one more episode's fine.
One more episode is
Okay,
fine.
one more. It's fine. I'll be fine tomorrow.
That's called the binge.
That is Call of the Binge. That is a
Or-
real struggle.
Yeah. Sometimes I get like really tired, and for some reason it's always like right around like 6:30, 7 o'clock,
Mm-hmm.
and I go take a nap,
Go take a nap.
and it lasts maybe like sometimes 20 minutes, sometimes an hour.
You know, and sometimes that's right. Nap roulette's my favorite. Sometimes it's 20 minutes and sometimes it's 6 hours later. And
No, never,
You know.
never that long.
oh, okay.
It's 2 hours max.
So speaking about dreams, Ellie said that there's a guy who studied precognitive dreams for decades, and we all have them. And if you kept a journal and then reviewed them 3 to 4 days later, you would see a pattern of your dreams happening.
Cool.
So just to keep a paper journal to be able to do it. Also, Adam says Mercury always seems to be drinking Gatorade these days, or in micro braids, or whatever you said.
So speaking of sleeping, I found this app that it's supposed to be like one of those, supposed to record you like if you sleep talk or whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
All right.
They're expensive.
Not as free, but so I put it on there the other night.
Uh-huh.
But it like recorded the whole night instead of just like, and I don't know if there's like off the
I wonder if there's like a hum or something.
yeah there is
'Cause that's mine.
There's some weird noises in it, and it freaks me out.
Well, now I want to hear
That's trippy. See, because I got one
Yeah.
of those too. I got one of those like dream recorders or sleep talk recorders because I know that I sleep talk.
Yeah.
I used to really, really bad, but I wanted to know what was going on, I guess. And so I decided to download one, and it's like the first 2 hours of sleep is free. But then
Yeah.
after that, you have to pay for it. But
That's
it,
the one I got, but there's other ways around to get.
Oh, nice. Nice. But
Hacker
they're-
man.
Hacker.
Just go to the recordings saved on your phone instead of going through the app.
What? What?
I didn't understand either, but I'll take your word for it, buddy.
What the deuce?
But now I want to hear the sounds. That's one of those things that ignorance is bliss. I'm never going to do that.
Dude.
I don't want to know.
So
I wanna know.
decided I was going to record it because Dustin was gone. This was a couple months back, and I wanted to know because I feel like I have a lot more, I guess visitors, spiritually or whatever. Like when he's not home, and like Yogi, my dog, always wakes up and he's always very like barky about him. And so he gets quite noisy. And so I decided I wanted to record it. And all of the recordings I ended up getting was my dog Sis sleep barking. And so she was like, just itty bitty little noises. And so that's where all of them were.
Yeah.
Yours is a demon.
Yeah, probably so. I had my humidifier on the one night, though. And when I had my humidifier running, that ended up making my whole, like the entire night. It was just like in the background. It's annoying.
I don't know. Apparently, I breathe very heavily at night, too.
Yeah.
It's weird. I didn't know that.
Get nose strips. Game changer, my dude.
Okay.
Maybe, just maybe, in a future show and or after show podcast, we'll get to hear some of the noises producer Butters heard in his house and then decide for himself if his fate is sealed and he is doomed.
Yeah.
I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
This is in the AJ and McCall show after the show.